2009 was a transitional point in my life where I would make the change from a small town boy to a city boy here in Austin. UT, however, made that transition quite easy for me, as I made friends quite easily and had wonderful professors. However, in November, I noticed an abnormality starting to form in my left leg. I was in so much pain, and I called my mom immediately and I told her about this growth. She said she'll come up the next day so I can see a specialist. We went to go have an MRI and a CAT scan, and I remember waiting there. I prayed to God and I said, God, whatever you do, please let this be something small, nothing too serious. I got diagnosed on November 20th, 2009 with osteosarcoma, which is a malignant tumor that grows in the femur. My mom was in such disbelief. She was mad, she was sad, she was devastated. I was angry. I remember asking God, why me? And I wanted to trade places with anyone. I wanted to have anyone's life but my own. My mom said that I should take the spring semester off from UT and just finish this one and return back in the fall of 2010 if everything were to be better. I agreed to these terms and I was going to start chemotherapy the following Monday. The chemotherapy would be 10 sessions, usually about 4 to 5 hours each. And after chemotherapy, I would have hydration for about 48 hours. I remember leaving. I felt like I left a part of me here in Austin, and the dream that I had to graduate from UT was slowly slipping from my fingers. However, on February 28th, 2010, I had my surgery. 9 inches from my femur were removed, and a complete knee replacement was done. I was told by the doctor that I would be tied down to a wheelchair for the rest of my life, and the possibility of me walking was quite minimal. The dream that I had of graduating UT, walking across that stage to receive my diploma, was no longer going to be attainable. However, on August 28, 2010, I was diagnosed cancer-free. I was so grateful to God. I was so happy to know that I no longer had cancer. I was a cancer survivor. With hope, strength, love, anything is possible. I had the wonderful support of my family and friends, and during that tough time, when I lost my hair, when I lost myself, they shaved their heads, and that made me feel a lot more comfortable with myself. I realized then that I had an army of soldiers behind me, and I wasn't in this battle by myself. I realized that every setback is a setup for a comeback, and now I'm here at UT, graduating in May of 2013. I can walk, and I'll be walking across that stage with a smile on my face, so grateful for everything that God has given me.